Hi, my name is Phil Jones. I'm part of the Sourcing and Procurement Solution Design team for Infosys and also an MRO category specialist for 28 years experience. 24 of those years coming through the forces, where I started at the bottom from servicing and inspecting vehicles and equipment to managing a workshop with staff and storerooms to equipment care for an engineering organisation, and I also wrote the MRP business processes for wheeled vehicles for the British Army. The last 3 years I've spent researching the MRO market and particular attention to the integrators and the added value that they can bring. I'm also working with other similar organisations at the moment in the MRO space. I've been supporting Kieran for the last 4 months, helping to really understand the market and putting the market intelligence into the GSK context, which I think is really important. It's alright just reading market intelligence reports, but you've got to be able to apply them to your organisation. In my experience and my view of the current GSK practice with the MRO and what I've seen in the UK and Ireland, GSK have adopted the right approach and now 3 years on reaping the rewards. Kieran and the procurement team's approach is absolutely spot on. It's about total cost of ownership and not just about savings off last price paid. I particularly find other organisations seem to really struggle with this. There's just 2 areas I really want to mention that I think stand out, which are the key fundamentals to the success of the project. The first is supplier relationship management with the contract management and constant quarterly reviews of the KPIs, which I believe is instrumental, or has been instrumental, in the success of the project so far. And recently sat in as an observer of one of the quarterly reviews, and it was quite impressive. It wasn't just about where they'd done well, it was also about where they hadn't done so well, and putting in a plan of action to actually address that for the future. Over the last 10 months I've been working with another pharmaceutical client and visited a number of manufacturing sites, and there's already been incumbent integrators there, and it's been quite disappointing, to be honest, because of the complacency that's been experienced on those sites, knowing what they can actually bring and they're not bringing it. The other key area I think that's been really key to the success is the pricing model, the savings model. The way it's been set up is each party benefits equally. It's easy to understand, which is important when you're trying to communicate that to stakeholders. The unit price of items has come down, which satisfies the site managers, and also the total cost of ownership's come down with the storeroom optimisation, reducing inventory and that kind of stuff. I found that many organisations are struggling to get away from the management fee model, and I really struggle with that as a model because, to me there's no incentive of reducing the amount of spend that goes through the integrator, because the more they spend, the more they get paid. Part of being a category manager, I think, in an organisation like GSK is that you can actually shape the market for the future. Maybe not so much to the same effect in Europe, but definitely in less mature markets. We're already aware that there's distributors in some of the markets that are less mature, but let's not forget where the integrators started from. I'd really like to see this come to fruition in the next few years, of where you're really shaping the market.